Welcome to the Town Lighthouse. Today we're diving into Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States, a city synonymous with power, history, and national identity. Washington, D.C. isn't just a political hub. It's a city brimming with historic landmarks, iconic monuments, and cultural institutions that have shaped the nation's identity for over 2 centuries. In this video, we'll take a closer look at how Washington, D.C. came to be, its role as the political heart of the United States, and the significant moments in history that have unfolded within its borders, founding and historical significance of Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. was officially founded in 1790 following the Residence Act, which selected the area along the Potomac River as the site for the nation's new capital. The decision was part of a compromise between Alexander Hamilton and Thomas Jefferson to balance the interests of the northern and southern states. President George Washington, after whom the city is named, was instrumental in selecting the location. He envisioned the capital as a neutral ground that would not favor any particular state, placing it at the heart of the fledgling nation. The city's design was largely the work of Pierre-Charles L'Enfant, a French-born engineer and city planner who imagined a grand and orderly capital that would reflect the power and ambition of the new republic. L'Enfant's design included broad avenues, public spaces, and majestic buildings, all centered around the Capitol and the White House. His vision created the layout we know today, with the National Mall serving as the city's monumental core. Throughout U.S. history, Washington, D.C. has been the backdrop for many pivotal events. From the burning of the city by British forces during the War of 1812 to Abraham Lincoln's assassination at Ford's Theater, D.C. has played a crucial role in moments of conflict and unity. The city was also central to the Civil Rights Movement, hosting the 1963 March on Washington, where Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his iconic "I Have a Dream" speech, symbolizing Washington, D.C.'s importance in the ongoing struggle for justice and equality, the political heart of the United States. Washington, D.C. is the undisputed political center of the United States, home to the White House, Capitol Hill, and the Supreme Court, the 3 pillars of American federal government. The White House, located at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, is more than just the residence of the president. It's a symbol of the executive branch's authority and a central player in the country's political landscape. It has been the stage for key presidential decisions, from declarations of war to groundbreaking legislation that shaped the nation. Capitol Hill, home to the United States Congress, is where laws are made, debated, and passed. It's the legislative heart of the country, and the iconic dome of the Capitol building is a symbol of democracy and governance. The Supreme Court, located nearby, serves as the judicial branch's highest authority, interpreting the Constitution and making decisions that have far-reaching effects on American society. Beyond its national role, Washington, D.C. also stands as a center of international diplomacy. The city hosts a wide array of embassies, making it a hub for diplomatic relations and global dialogue. Institutions like the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund, IMF, are also headquartered here, reinforcing DCOE's status as a critical player in global finance and policy. From decisions made in its halls of power to international agreements forged in its boardrooms, Washington, D.C. is a city where national and global history is written daily. Iconic landmarks and national monuments. Washington, D.C. is home to some of the most iconic landmarks and monuments in the United States, each symbolizing the nation's history, values, and aspirations. The Washington Monument, an imposing obelisk standing over 555 feet tall, honors George Washington, the country's first president and a symbol of leadership and integrity. Nearby, the Lincoln Memorial, with its grand marble columns and statue of Abraham Lincoln, serves as a reminder of the enduring struggle for equality and unity in the face of division. The Jefferson Memorial, with its graceful dome and neoclassical design, celebrates Thomas Jefferson, a key figure in American democracy and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. These monuments are all located along the National Mall, a 2-mile-long green space that stretches from the U.S. Capitol to the Lincoln Memorial. The mall is more than just a collection of monuments. It's a central gathering point for political events, historic marches like the 1963 Civil Rights March, and celebrations such as presidential inaugurations. These monuments and the National Mall stand as reflections of the nation's past, present, and future, serving as enduring symbols of freedom, democracy, and the ongoing pursuit of justice and equality, life in the city, culture, and lifestyle. Life in Washington, D.C. is a unique blend of politics, culture, and history. For residents, the city is not just the seat of government, but a vibrant and diverse community. Daily life here is influenced by the mix of locals, government officials, diplomats, and international visitors, creating an atmosphere where politics intersects with everyday activities. The city's cultural scene is rich and varied, offering residents and visitors access to world-class museums, theaters, and galleries. The Smithsonian Institution, a collection of 19 museums, and the National Zoo offers free access to exhibitions on everything from art and science to history and culture, making it a cornerstone of DC life. Washington, D.C. also boasts a thriving food culture. From upscale dining establishments to eclectic food trucks, there's a diverse array of culinary options. Neighborhoods like Georgetown, DuPont Circle, and Adams Morgan are hubs of activity, known for their vibrant nightlife, art scenes, and diverse communities. Georgetown's historic charm, DuPont Circle's intellectual vibrancy, and Adams Morgan's multicultural vibe offer distinct experiences for residents and visitors alike. Whether it's enjoying a performance at the Kennedy Center or savoring a local half-smoke at Ben's Chili Bowl, Washington, D.C. offers a dynamic and enriching lifestyle. Key attractions and must-visit spots. Washington, D.C. is a treasure trove of must-visit attractions, drawing millions of tourists each year. The Smithsonian Museums are a highlight, including the National Air and Space Museum, the National Museum of American History, and the National Museum of Natural History. The U.S. Capitol and the Library of Congress are also top destinations, offering guided tours that provide insights into the legislative process and the nation's vast repository of knowledge. Cultural and historic attractions abound. The National Museum of African American History and Culture is a powerful exploration of the African American experience, while the Vietnam Veterans Memorial honors those who served in one of the country's most complex wars. In the spring, the tidal basin becomes a sea of pink as the cherry blossoms bloom, making it a picturesque spot for both locals and visitors. Washington, D.C. also excels in its culinary offerings. From Michelin-starred restaurants to casual eateries, the city's food scene is diverse and dynamic. Visitors can indulge in everything from gourmet fare to classic DC staples like half-smoked sausages from iconic vendors like Ben's Chili Bowl. The food trucks that line the streets offer a quick, delicious taste of the city's vibrant culinary diversity. So delve into the rich history and vibrant life of this unique capital city, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share for more journeys to other captivating capital cities around the world.